Good morning and welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host for today, Tawana Wright, and our show today is with exercise instructor Jerri Haslem. Jerri has been doing exercise and workouts for more than 20 years, and we are delighted that she's working with the AARP team. Folks, before we get started, we want to remind you that AARP is a 501c4 organization that has approximately 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. A little tongue twisting this morning. Hey, hi, Jerri. What are we going to do today?
Good morning, Tawana. I got a confession. The heat has us inside. If you're fortunate enough to be inside, welcome, because I don't know where you're living, but we've been averaging about 95 and above. And I tell you, you still have to move. That's another thing. It's hot, but I want us to still move. So in the comfort of your home, let's move today. We've got some weights. We're going to be in the chair, but we're going to move.
All right. And remember, folks, if you don't have weights, you can get canned goods, you can grab water. We want to remind you, before you begin any exercise routine, you should check in with your physician to make sure that it's safe for you to participate. All right, Jerri, let's get started.
All righty. Good morning, everyone. I am so glad that you've taken the time to join me this morning and get your movement on. What I'm going to ask of you is, if you have any objects near your chair, to move those out the way. Or I've got my weights, but at least be aware of where they are. So guess what? We can make an amazing workout. We can get our movement in and we're not interfering. So toys, books, anything, put those things out the way. And as Tawana said earlier, if you don't have weights, it does not matter. Grab bottles of water, canned goods, or absolutely nothing at all. We will improvise and make it all count. So let's take this time and I want you to come kind of middle of your chair, scoot yourself in the middle of your chair. And if you have wheels, rollers on your chair, secure that as well, because I don't want you rolling away from me, okay? I want you to sit up nice and tall. Use your abs and your back to sit up. Inhale and blow it all the way out. Relax those shoulders, okay? Again, inhale from your abdominals. Inhale, 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 and blow it out of your mouth. Give me one more of those. Come on. Inhale nice and deep. And blow it out, okay? If you would, sitting up nice and tall, those abs are zipped up, I want you to take one foot and just bring that heel, take the toe toward you and flex that heel, put that on the floor, and just, if you would, lean up and just stretch toward that. If you're comfortable, I want you to place your hand on your foot, but if not, wherever you go, if you touch your thigh, your leg, your foot, the top of your foot, give me a good deep stretch. You're just hinging over when you do that, okay? Just hinge over for me. Awesome. And bring it back up. Opposite foot, right here. I'm going to flex that heel. The toe is pointed towards you. Put it on the floor. Just lift up and hinge over. If you can place your hands on top of your foot, fine. If you don't, that's fine as well, okay? Let's just put our hand there. Give ourselves a good stretch. We're just lifting up and stretching over, hinging from those hips, okay? Right here, bring it back. Now I want you to simply take the leg, lift it up, flex that heel, and it's extended out. This time, I want you to give me 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? Other side, let's go. Flex it out. Ready? 4, 3, 2, and 1. What you're doing is working the top of that thigh. And I know you may think, well, why is that important, Jerri? In your standing and in your sitting down, your quads and your hips are so strong. That's what's giving you your strength. Your core is the stability part. So a lot of times, and I say this about me, about anyone, when you're getting out of a chair, how important that is. And I'm going to say this, a couch, a chair, if you've ever been in a low car, you're like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Those thighs, hips, and core are so important. So with that, let's do a few more, okay? Take that leg up, come on, extend it out. Extend it out, give me 2 more, extend it out. Get the top of that thigh nice and warm, a little bit of a spice to it, okay? Lift it up. Think about just isolating the top of the thigh. When you do that, give me 2 more, 1 more. Now right here, this is going to be a little bit challenging, but I want you to simply come up and sit down. Don't fall down in that chair. Don't flop down in that chair like I sometimes do on that couch. This is training your core and your abs to get up. Sometimes you may have to use your arms to get up, but what I want you to do is engage those abs. We're not going to stand up. This is going to be, again, a little spicy, but you're going to come up and sit down. The control of that is what I'm wanting. That's what I'm asking for, the control of it. Anybody can flop down, because trust me, I do it all the time. But what I want you to do is control, it's a little bit of move up and down. You may even get breathy when you do that, okay? So, ready? Let's come up and sit down. Come up. Notice I'm not standing all the way up. I'm just engaging those abs enough, pushing those hips, those thighs, those quads, making this work. The core is engaged. I've got it zipped up. I've got my abs strong. I'm not holding my breath. None of that, okay? Let's do 4 more. It's 4. It's 3. Make those thighs work. It's 2. Give me 1 more. And 1. Okay? That is so strong. And when we do that, it's like doing a squat. And a lot of times people say, oh, when I do a squat, it hurts my knees or the front. And that's because we're not putting the weight in our hips and heels, making the hips and heels work for it. So that little bitty up and down, and if you bring that up and hold it for just 2 seconds and bring it back down, you can feel that in your abdominals as well, okay? Simple moves that I want us to incorporate. A lot of times we're at our desk, and you've heard me say this, sitting is the new smoking. I'm saying it, a lot of people are saying it. We've got all kind of devices that remind you, get up, stand up. You know, my watch, it'll tell me, sometimes I don't like for it to tell me that, but it'll tell me, it'll send me a message. It's time to move, it's time to stand up. In some workplaces, you have the ability to have a sit and stand desk, which is amazing because you don't want to just sit constantly because, again, that body, it just gets stiff and complacent. So remember, if you're working for your desk all day long, you still can move. That little move that we just did, you can do that even not standing up, just engaging those abs when you do that. And again, the core, making it work, okay? Let's work a little bit more on those legs. Right here, we're gonna take 1 leg, and you notice today I'm saying 1 leg, I'm not saying right or left because I get confused on that. So we're gonna take 1 leg and we're just gonna cross it over that thigh. And when you do that, you immediately can feel that stretch. When we do that, we're gonna hinge up and hinge over, and that is that figure 4. I promise you, I've been exercising for a long time. This never gets old. I always feel that little bit of heat when I do that, okay? Just hinging over, you can feel that. The deeper you go, the more you can feel that. And sometimes it almost feels like sticky, like, what does that feel like? Feels like I need to be doing it, okay? And raise up. When you do those little moves, just sitting, stretching, moving, so important for us. Again, let's just hinge over, reach down. There we go. Awesome. Hold it. Just hold it for anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute. It seems like a long time, but it's not, okay? So important for all of the activities that we do, okay? And bring it back up, okay? Change it out for me. One side is going to be more flexible. It's just how we are, okay? Again, hinge up and lean over. Every time I do this, I ask myself, is this my hip? Because I can feel it just like a little bit of a heat to it. Oh my goodness, like someone's poking me. A little bit of a stick, but such a good, amazing stretch when we do this. Okay? Sit up. We're going to do another one, I know. Just like that heat outside, we're going to warm that body up. There you go. Lean over. Very good. Holding that stretch and giving me a smile always. Thank you very much. Bring it back up and put it down. Okay? Now, let's go back. These legs, hips, thighs should be warmed up. You got that ab, that core engaged. So right now, just supporting your thigh underneath, not holding it, but just more so for support, because I'm raising the leg up. I'm just putting here for support. I'm going to extend out 8 times, okay? Let's go. Flex that heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side again. Lift the leg up. I don't want you to pick the leg up. I want you to lift it and just put your hands underneath for support. Okay? Let's go. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Now let's add on to that. Grab your weights. This is the time to grab them. You should be nice and warm. Okay? Grab those weights for me. Now right here, we're going to add on lower body and upper body combo move right here. Let's take these, relax those shoulders, take these arms up. Okay, they're right here by your side, they're up. Now right here, you're simply going to hold this. It's not even a lift. You're going to hold it, holding the weight. Sometimes it's like, what? Yeah, we're not even lifting. We're just holding this. We're going to use our leg just like we did in that first series. So take it up, you're lifting it up. Remember, we held it at first. Now we're not. Give me 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How was that? Jerri, what? We're holding? Yeah, we're holding. I know sometimes people are like, what? When you hold the weight and you hold it properly, you're going to get the benefit as if when you lift the weight. And I tell you, you got to be able to hold it and control it before you can lift it. I always go back to a baby holding a bottle. Before they can feed themselves, they have to be able to hold the bottle. And that's what we're doing with that. We're holding, engaging our core, holding our arms, not hurting our rotator cuff, not up here, not scrunching. We're just simply holding it out by our sides. Engage that ab, not holding your breath. Opposite leg. Let's go. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Just understanding, holding the weights, the difference that it makes, okay? Let's add some movement to these weights, okay? So right here, the hands are out in front of us. Elbows are here by our side, okay? Let's just extend the arms up and bring it in with the W, okay? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just back to back. And we don't have to always do that, but just being consistent. And with these exercises I give you, I always say, what's safety? What are we doing? Why are we doing it? How does that impact us in our everyday functional lives? You know, I think back when I was a kid in school, I'm like, how is this going to help me one day? Sometimes it did, but sometimes it was just knowledge. But when we're exercising, I always ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I making you do this? What is the purpose in our everyday functional activity? Because we're not always aware of how important it is for functional movements, especially as we grow. You know, our age is like, wow, I used to be able to do X, Y, Z. Not being able to do X, Y, Z is okay, but how can we modify that so we can get the best out of that for our activities, our hips, our knees, our backs, things that we may not, we don't have to do a marathon in order to move. So that's my purpose in letting you know that, okay? Add these weights some more. Ready? Right here, we're simply going to take the weights by our side. This time it's a hammer curl, and I'm going to make sure I'm clearing my chair. So I'm just going to take it down and up, working my bicep, the front of my arm, okay? Why are we doing that? Again, functional movements, when you're pulling things to you, when you're picking up a bag, when you're getting something off of a shelf, when you're not now, breaking leaves, but it'll come and you'll break those leaves. And sometimes your heart looks like, oh my goodness, I'm sore. Again, thinking about how we use our bodies. And again, if you don't use it, you lose it. So let's work these biceps on, okay? These are when we get to the winter and have that break, we'll appreciate it. Let's go. Ready? 8, 7, don't swing them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just again, doing sets, adding on, saying, you know what, I would rather for you to do 3 correctly or 1 correctly versus swinging the weights. We don't want that. We want to control it. We want to relax your shoulders, keep them down, and make sure this is what we're doing, and this is why that functional move, okay? Now, let's think about the backs of our arms, our tricep. I'm going to drop one of the weights, and you can do this without the weight altogether. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you without the weight at first. So I'm going to actually drop both of the weights. And I want you to think about the back of your arm when you do this. Right here, if you had inner rotator cuffs, don't raise your arm up. Just keep your arm here, okay? Extending it out. Extending it out. If you're comfortable with the arm up, shoulders up, head is up, we're not digging in, we would simply extend the arm up. Extend the arm up. But if we had any kind of injury, right here is fine. Working the back of the arm, okay? So let's go here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you're wanting to have that arm up and we had that weight in it, right here, I'm just touching the middle of my back and I'm just simply extending it up, okay? Give me 2 more. Come on, give me a smile. Awesome. And put it down. Let's do the other side again. You can do this with or without a weight. Working the back of that arm when you do so, okay? So right here, if I'm right here, I'm simply just extending it out, squeezing, controlling the back of my arm, okay? Let's give me 4. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take that arm up above your head right here. Don't dig into those shoulders. Everything's up, it's extended. Right here, extend it up. There we go. Give me 2 more. Okay, working the back of that arm when we do it. If we didn't want to do above our heads right here, we could lean over, hinging over, and just extend out. When we do that, we're going to get the shoulder, the lats, the arms, everything. So we could extend it out from the elbows, or we could extend it out from the shoulders. Again, your core, your muscle groups, all of that is so important in any activity. Walking, cycling, hiking, swimming, all of the things that we think about in the summertime to get out there and get moving, okay? Let's grab these weights again, okay? I know, Jerri with the weights, she loves it today, okay? Right here, I'm simply gonna get ready to alternate, taking the arm out, okay? I'm not punching and going down, not exerting myself. It's a control move. So here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Right here, if you have the weights in your hands, they're right out in front of you. You're going to extend it out and bring it back, working the back, squeezing that back, in control the whole time. Right here, not up here, not too high. Extend it out and bring it in. Come on. It's 4. Give me a smile. 3. There you go. It's 2. Give me one more. 1. Excellent. Okay. So let's add on just a little bit to this. Okay. Right here, we had those feet. Let's march these feet in place. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Tap it out. 1, 2, 3. Tap it out. We're alternating with a little march. Okay. I see all kind of devices now where you can march sitting down. Guess what? Even without the device, you can use your own little feet, your own little rhythm to give me a 1, 2, 3 punch and change sides. I want 4 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Tap it out. There you go. Give me 2 more. Okay. One more, please, one more. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to put these weights down. Okay. Now, this is what I want us to do. Again, working our arms, feeling comfortable. Try this if you're comfortable. If not, you can just watch. I'm going to take my hands and put them behind me, actually putting the weight on my arms. My abs are engaged. I'm breathing. I'm just opening up my chest, okay, and letting it go. This, you can add on layers and levels to this. Putting the weight here, giving yourself a little bit of a lift from your chest. Then you can actually take it a little bit further, step those feet out, and right here, when you come on the chair, feel comfortable, you can lift your body, hold it, walk your feet out, and just hold your body weight. Even more of a challenge when you do that. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. Being comfortable enough to walk away from that chair and to walk back to that chair. That is going to give you such an amazing, almost like a reverse plank. Your abs are engaged, everything holding your body weight up. And again, you can just start with just simply leaning back, putting the weight on those arms, okay? So many different things we do in this class. And I don't want this class, and I tell people when it's like, what is the class? This class is nothing but segments, nuggets, things that I want you to take and incorporate. You know, I always ask you, hey, if you only have 10 minutes, you may not have 30 minutes. You may not have 40 minutes. You may only have 10 minutes. What can you do in 10 minutes? And do that 2 or 3 times a day. Or if you've got 30 minutes, give yourself a 30-minute routine or walk. But I don't want us to cripple ourselves in punishing ourselves because of time. You know, it doesn't always work out in your schedule. But, you know, I believe in those 10-minute nuggets. I believe in those 10-minute segments. So these classes for me are to give you exercises in doses that you can use. It's like if you're watching your favorite TV, maybe you're skipping the commercials, but you can take a minute to do something. And that's what's important for our mindful movement. It's not a race to the finish. It's a journey of destination and moving in your health. So I hope that you've enjoyed this morning. I always enjoy it. I'm going to tell you something. It's hot out there. Make sure you're drinking your water. When you walk outside and your sunglasses fog up, it's hot outside. So take care of yourself. Keep moving. Give me those 10 minutes. Give me that smile. And I hope you have an amazing day. Tawana?
Thanks, Jerri. We needed that exercise after last week's holiday. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember to join us every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Central for Mindful Movement. Have a good day. Bye.